Coach Mark Watson with us here in the John Mendola Show. Buckhorn football. You guys are working hard. Here we're in July. Get ready. This is where it pays off. July, August, obviously it's camp time, but there's a big deal in July. Let's talk a little bit about what you're getting effort-wise out of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, we preach all the time, and games are won from November to beginning of August. So everybody thinks it's August 15th to, through the end of the season, but really that's, if you're not doing anything before that, you're going to lose. So we're working hard this summer. We got a good amount of kids. Like every other team out there, it's a drag to try and get kids in here, but we're getting good effort from the majority of our guys, and we'll keep doing that all summer. We get together on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just twice a week, and all the rest of the times we're just in the weight room.
These guys are talking, linemen, hey, we've been in the weight room like 5 days a week during the winter. Like those, getting guys to show up is important. These guys are trying to hold people accountable. Hey, man, we got to get in here. We've got to work out.
Yeah, I mean, this is year, I think, 17 for me now. When we started here, wasn't a big weightlifting school, and I preach to everybody all the time, don't know a heck of a lot about football, but I know what you need to do to get ready for football. So we preach a lot of weight room and strength, and I haven't met too many schools that haven't commented about the strength of our kids afterwards. And all of our kids that go on to college, and I have a lot of them that have been into college and up to Division I too. The comments from all the coaches are, boy, your kids are so far ahead in the weight room. So we take some pride in the weight room.
Got an interesting dynamic here at Wallenpaw Pack where you get families that move here from the Bronx, from Texas, from New York State. We talked to a bunch of those dudes and they're like, you know what? It's very welcoming. We love it. How can you not like it? The lake's right here. So, no differently yourself, but these kids have an appreciation for what it's like to be a Buckhorn.
Yeah, I mean, there is something special about us. I mean, if you've come from somewhere else and come here, it's like a country club here. It's beautiful here. We're right on the lake. You hear the boats going by. Our weight room is spectacular. I think it's one of the nicer ones around. Always looking for better stuff, of course. But, it's a really great atmosphere to be a part of Buckhorn football.
These guys, the work ethic, it starts right behind us with the linemen. And you're looking at them right now. And you're liking what you're seeing. Let's talk about your offensive line coach and knowing that, he's got some big guys to work with, but he's working their tails off to make sure that's an important part of this program for 2022, because that's going to be the highlight. You're going to try to find guys to do the job behind them.
Yeah, no doubt. Jay Halp's our line coach, been with me since day one, since we started here. And he's great. I mean, he does a great job with our guys. And this year we're going to be a little young skill-wise, but we are bringing back everybody on the offensive line. We're actually missing one guy has been away. Hopefully he comes back. If not, we'll find a guy to fill in there. But if he does come back, then we're going to be full strength on that. And I've always spoke to all our running backs who get all the the running back, the quarterbacks get all the publicity. And the first thing I always say to them, make sure you thank your linemen, because to me, you don't win any football games without a strong line. So I'm very excited. I'm always excited about our big guys and love what they do. And this year they should be our strong point this year.
You talk about, staying after things and staying fresh and staying hungry. 17 years, you're still having a lot of fun. When you talk to these kids, though, the first thing when I say Coach Watson, they say it's a special relationship. And, I don't want to say you don't always hear that, but like knowing the kind of guy you are for all the years I've known you, these kids, they know that you're a mentor, you're another father, but you're going to get after them and make them work hard. And basically what they said was, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for Coach Watson. How does that ring for you?
Like you said, I've been doing it a long time, and the lucky thing for me is I married somebody that's a big football person. My wife, grew up in Pittsburgh, so she loves football, and I couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for her. And I'm here a lot. I'm here in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I come back again at night, and it's more than football. To me, if I see these kids 10 years from now, and they're successful, and they got a great relationship with their wives or their girlfriends or whoever it may be, maybe a great father, to me, then I did my job. So we preach that all the time, that football will teach you to be a better man when you get older. I mean, so I think I played everything. I played basketball, baseball, football, wrestled. I did everything, and to me, the sport that taught me the most about discipline and how to be successful and diversified and everything. Football was the main focus for me, so I use this as a tool to better these young men.
And knowing how important this football family is to you, I know your own family is very important. Supporting them athletically, academically, and making sure that you kind of weigh it the right way. And that's not an easy balance, as you well know, but talk about just trying to be around for your own family and seeing your daughter go through field hockey at Quinnipiac and different things like that, your other kids.
Yeah. It's been great. Every year when they were growing up, every year we'd have a family meeting and say, do you want Dad to still do this? Because it takes a lot of it. Every year my kids would always say, no, Dad, we love you coaching. So coming up through the school, I think they liked that I was the head football coach, and they always came to the games, and after the games they'd run on the field. So I've made football a part of their lives. I bring kids over there. The 2 times I coached a dream game, I had 30 or 40 kids over our house swimming, that they didn't know who my kids were, but by the end they knew who they were, and they all wished my wife happy birthday to one year. So it's amazing that if you do it right, you can have great connections with kids, but teach them lessons that are going to help them in the future.
Well, it's always great to catch up with you, see what you're doing here at Wallenpaugh Pack, having fun, 17 years strong, Mark. Have a great year.
Thank you very much. Will do.